on ordering those real numbers. So we looked at how to convert and compare numbers. This takes just a step further, and we're going to look at if you're given multiple numbers, can we put them in a certain order? So just to kind of go through some vocabulary that's associated with this task, when you're asked to put numbers in order from big number to little number, this is most commonly known as, and I've got some choices down here below, this is most commonly known as putting them in order, greatest to least. It's also known as, because again, in the English language, there's multiple words that mean kind of the same action. So other words that mean from the biggest number to the littlest number are terms like ascending and increasing. So those are the words that kind of insinuate that you're looking at putting them starting with the largest number first. All right, the other option would be from little to big. So words describe that's most commonly known as least to greatest. Order your numbers from least to greatest. Also has other words that can mean the same thing, and our last two choices apply to that. So we can have it say descending, or telling you to put it in decreasing order. Again, those are the words that kind of insinuate or imply those directions to you. So if you want, take a quick picture of this organizer. This could be your cheat sheet or something to reference when you're looking at completing your work. All right, so we're just going to keep it short today. Just two quick examples for you. So the following, write your values in descending order. So here's kind of what your problem could look like. Now, descending order, the first thing you have to decide is, all right, what does that mean? Descending meaning you're starting with the largest number, the biggest number, and going to the smallest, so that you know what order you're putting your values in. So then you're going to go value by value and make conversions as needed to be able to put them in order. So 3, we don't really need to convert. It's already in a number that we know what it is. 7.4, again, just like last lesson, we don't need to convert it if it's a kind of quote normal number or a decimal value already. The square root of 10. So again, you can use your calculator, or you can use the calculator on the computer here, but square root of 10. So the square root of 10 is 3.16. I'm going to come over here. You can really do your scratch anywhere, but I just have a spot in here so you can see it. So 3.16 is the same value as the square root of 10. 12%. So 12%, if you remember, guys, our shortcut is to divide by 100 if you do not have that percent button, which turns it into the decimal value 0.12. And last but not least, we have a fraction 3/4. Again, that fraction bar is simply the operation of division. So 0.75 is the same value as 3/4. So now when we're looking to compare, again, we said that we did not have to compare these two values or convert them. Here are our conversions that we're going to use for the comparison. So looking at those values, remember I'm going in descending order, biggest to littlest. So my biggest value in here, I'm going place value by place value, would be my whole number values, these 3 right here. 7 is definitely the largest number I see there. So 7.4 is going to come first. Next in line, so this one's kind of blacked out, it's kind of crossed off for now, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and just strike through it there for a minute. So we're ignoring it. So looking at those other green values, 3 and 3.16 would come next. 3.16 is larger. However, here's where the kind of part you just have to remember. I'm looking at ordering these numbers right here. So I actually want to use these first values that were part of my problem when I'm ordering. So 3.16 is actually the square root of 10. And guys, I would encourage you to copy and paste when you're ordering, because I don't want you to worry about finding those symbols. So you can just go up to your problem, copy it, right click it, copy, and then paste down below. So these two taken care of. Those are off our plate. So looking down, we have 3.12, 0.75, we said 3K next. And again, it is my original version of the number, so I can keep it. 12%, 30 or 3/4. Looking at our decimal values, 3/4 is actually larger. So again, feel free to copy and paste. I pasted it way over there. Okay, if it does that, you might have to just drop it, or you guys can always use that sidebar fraction too if it is kind of being goofy on you. Sometimes it happens. It's not worth trying to figure it out. You just find another way. So 3/4, and again, that means these categories are, and 12% is last. You can use copy and paste, or you can use the number on your keypad. So this would be the answer for writing my values that I was given. These original, these ones right here, in descending order. This would be my answer. Okay, so last problem. You might also be asked or given some options to look at. So this problem says, which list shows the numbers in increasing order? The very first thing you need to look at is the vocabulary. So it is saying increasing order, which, as you know from that organizer, means going from the smallest value to the largest value. So let's take a look at our options. Then they all contain the same 5 numbers. So we kind of can look at just the first one and go through those numbers and see which ones we need to convert and how we make sense of them. So if we look at this first one, negative 0.5, it's already in decimal. So remember, whole numbers, those numbers that we like, and decimals do not need any conversions. 1.5, no need to convert. Negative 2, negative 0.75. Those are all decimal values that we do not need to convert. However, taking a look at that last one, square root of 7, that one we do need to convert so that we can make some sense of it. So square root of 7 is 2.64. And you might just find somewhere to scratch it down. 2.64 is equal to, again, that square root of 7. So I'm going to actually write it out over here, but you can kind of just scratch it down or write it on your paper, anywhere that you'd like to organize yourself. So now taking a look at those, we also need to think about a number line. We've got negative values in there. So remember, the farther left that number is on a number line, the smaller value it is. So let's just first take a look at our negative values. They should be, in theory, if I'm numbering them, placing them in order from the smallest to the largest, they should all be the first 3 numbers to the left, right? If I'm ordering my numbers, smallest to largest. So A is off the table, and hopefully you guys see why, because my negative values would need to be listed first because they are smaller than the rest. So let's do a quick glance and see. These ones are negative, and they're the first 3 answers. Possibility. This one as well. C could be a viable option because just looking at signs, negatives come first. They're our smallest. And D, hopefully you realize right away, their negatives are at the right-hand side, meaning it is not in the correct order. So for down to 2 options, I always encourage you when you have multiple choice, take a quick glance and make logical decisions to help narrow your work down. So looking at the first 3 values, again, the larger the negative, the smaller the value. The farther to the left, the smaller to the value. So looking at my first ones, option B, negative 0.5, negative 2. You should hopefully realize that negative 2 would be farther left on a number line than negative 0.5. So this is not our answer. Looking at C, negative 2, then negative 0.75, negative 0.5. Those are going in increasing order. Then taking a look at the back end, 1.5, that's definitely in a positive decimal, so it is larger than those negative values. And then the square root of 7. Now we went ahead and converted it, guys, because we need to know what it is. However, in this problem, it really wasn't as applicable. It wasn't as crucial to know what it was because we could kind of make sense and narrow it down to option C as our final answer because of the negatives, and also it was the only option we had to convert, and it really wasn't where the tricky part was. So just wanted to point out to you, if you're given multiple choice options, first try to look at it, see if you can narrow down some of the options, and then also just do your scratch work on the side for any of those values that need converted. All right, good luck on your practice assignment. Hopefully you find that organizer helpful to identify what order you're putting your numbers in, and reach out if you need help.